Well, Mack Truck workers joined the picket line this morning. 4,000 members at Volvo's Mack Trucks voted to reject a tentative 5-year contract on Sunday. Yahoo Finance's Pras Subramanian has more on this story. Hey, Pras.
Hey, Brad. Yeah, kind of a surprise move here, Brad. UAW members at Mack Trucks rejected a tentative agreement by a 73% no vote of a deal struck by the two negotiating sides, the two parties, last week. So the workers, as of 7 a.m. this morning, will walk off and join the picket line, striking at plants located in Pennsylvania, Florida, and Maryland. UAW President Shawn Fain said in a quote, I'm inspired to see UAW members at Mack holding out for a better deal and ready to stand up and walk off the job to win it. Conversely, Mack Trucks CEO Stephen Roy said he was surprised and disappointed, quote, by the rejection, claiming the auto truck maker bargained in good faith with the UAW. But nonetheless, members that had the final say here, Brad, they can say whether they want the deal or not. It seems they didn't think it was good enough, I think, showing more resiliency than even the union thought.
Pras, when we talk about some of these issues here among union workers, bringing it back to the big three and what we're seeing there, GM at risk of potentially seeing a shutdown in some of their Canadian plants. Where did those talks stand?
Yeah, as of tonight, there's a deadline tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. If Canada's Unifor Auto Workers Union doesn't strike a deal with GM, by then they'll also go on strike there. So the Unifor union saying that GM hasn't actually modeled the sort of pattern agreement that they struck with Ford earlier last month. So they're kind of surprised GM is not doing that. And there's some sticking points in particular with things like wage progression and benefits like retirement stuff. So there are some issues that are still kind of ongoing. And it seems that they're waiting to the last minute here to possibly make this move. And it seems like potentially GM another headache for them, at least north of the border.
Hey, Pras, how much of the same sentiment? I mean, we saw Shawn Fain, UAW president, wearing the Eat the Rich shirt at his most recent briefing. How much of that same sentiment cascades over when you think about the other negotiations that are taking place outside the UAW and focusing more on kind of that Mack truck worker?
Yeah, I think that T-shirt sort of said a lot about what's going on in this country and maybe elsewhere in terms of labor and sort of the potential to strike a lot of concessions from their negotiating parties. I think they think that this is the time for them to move. A lot of companies still making a lot of money, even in this situation where there might be some global uncertainty and some sort of concern about higher rates. I think the workers say, hey, you guys are making billions of dollars in profit. It might be our time. We saw that with Starbucks, saw that with the Screen Actors Guild and WGA, things like that. So I think that we're seeing that T-shirt is an indication of how far they can go. And I think the workers see that as a rallying point. Shawn Fain talking about how this is a righteous battle, using religious terms in terms of we need to help out the middle class, the lower class people right now. And I think that's sort of what you're seeing reflected here with Mack Trucks. I mean, this is a surprise move by the rejection. I think people did not see that coming. At least the Mack Trucks CEO didn't see it coming either.
All right, Pras, thanks so much for that update.